Hello and welcome. Today we're going to dive into something really cool in a world of education. It's called CRISP Rise, and it's a character program from VALA and C. Now, this is all built on one simple, powerful idea, that real success isn't just about what you know, but about who you are as a person.
So let's just start with a big question. What really does it take to succeed once you're out of the classroom? I mean, we focus so much on academics, on grades and tests, but is that the only piece of the puzzle? Is that the whole story?
Well, the answer is actually pretty simple, but it's profound. It all starts with character. The values you hold, the virtues you practice, that's the true foundation for a successful life.
So how does this program actually work? Well, in this explainer, we're going to start with the why, the foundation of character and why it's so critical. Then, we'll decode that CRISP Rise acronym and look at each of its core virtues. We'll also see how these ideas are actually used during the school year. And finally, what the ultimate goal is, building resilient, well-rounded learners.
All right, let's start with that foundation. You see, at VALA NC, character isn't just some extra class they tack on at the end of the day. No, it's woven into the very fabric of everything they do. It's a framework for learning and for life.
And the goals here are super tangible. This isn't just about vague ideas. The whole point is to directly boost academic success, help students make smart, responsible decisions, show them how to build positive relationships, and ultimately help create learners who are not just smart, but also confident, respectful, and resilient.
Okay, now for the fun part. Let's get to the heart of the program and start decoding the first half of that acronym, CRISP. We're going to unpack these first 5 virtues one by one.
First up, C is for curiosity. And really, this is the engine of learning, isn't it? It's that natural desire to ask why, to explore, and to connect the dots. And to bring this idea to life, they have a mascot, Nova the Owl. I mean, how perfect is that? She's wise, observant, and always asking questions, reminding students that real learning starts with that little spark of curiosity.
Next, we've got R for respect. This is the absolute cornerstone of any healthy community, right? Just treating people with kindness and fairness. The mascot here is Ripple the dolphin, which is such a great choice. Dolphins are all about social harmony, and Ripple is there to teach that real respect starts with empathy, good communication, and working together.
Then comes I for integrity. You know, this is all about doing the right thing, especially when no one is looking. It's about having a strong moral compass. The mascot, Caden the Cardinal, just embodies this. His bright, bold color represents that courage and conviction it takes to be honest and authentic. That's how you build trust.
Now, S is for service. This is all about looking beyond yourself and finding ways to help others and contribute to the greater good. And who better to represent this than Harmony the bee? Bees work tirelessly together for the whole hive. It's a beautiful reminder that every single small act of kindness helps build something so much bigger. And the last letter in CRISP is P for perseverance. This is that grit, that determination to keep going when things get tough. It's about seeing mistakes not as failures, but as opportunities to learn something new. And the mascot is Trek the Turtle, of course. He's steady, patient, and so determined. A perfect reminder that sometimes slow and steady really does win the race.
So we've covered CRISP. Now let's jump into the second half of the program, Rise. We're going to see how these next 4 virtues build on that amazing foundation.
The R in Rise stands for responsibility. This is all about accountability. You know, owning your choices and your commitments. And that's a huge deal, especially in a virtual learning world. It's represented by Cedar the parrot. Cedar is reliable, communicative, and uses her voice to remind everyone to be honest and to follow through on their word.
Next up, I is for innovation. This is so important. It's about thinking outside the box and finding new, creative ways to solve real-world problems. The mascot for this one is Pixel the robot, a perfect symbol for being inventive, for building new things, and for not being afraid to experiment and try something different.
The S stands for self-discipline. This is the real engine that turns big dreams into actual accomplishments. It's about managing your focus and your effort, especially when there are a million distractions around. This virtue is represented by Focus, the dragonfly, so graceful and controlled. It's a great way to show that true strength really comes from that inner calm and balance.
And finally, we have E for empathy. This is the glue that holds a community together. It's that ability to truly understand and care about how other people are feeling. And our last mascot is Echo the elephant, a beautiful symbol of wisdom, compassion, and gentleness. Echo teaches us that listening with our hearts is what truly connects us all. So, we have these 9 amazing virtues. But
How does it all come together? How does it actually work in practice? Let's take a look at how this whole program is woven into the school year.
Okay, check out this timeline. It shows you just how thoughtfully this is all structured. Instead of just throwing all 9 virtues at students at once, which, would be a lot, they break it down. They kick off the year sparking curiosity. Then they build a foundation of their community with respect and integrity. As winter rolls in, they're focused on tackling challenges with service and perseverance. And they finish the year strong with skills like innovation, self-discipline, and empathy. It's a journey, not a checklist.
So what's the big picture here? What's the ultimate goal of focusing on all these different virtues? Well, it all comes down to one thing: building resilient learners who are truly ready for the future.
So, the main takeaway is this. The CRISP Rise program isn't just a feel-good thing. It gets real, tangible results. By making character a priority, the program directly helps with academic success, it fosters those crucial social skills, and it helps develop responsible young adults. It's really about giving students the tools they need to thrive, no matter where life takes them.
We've talked about how curiosity can lead to discovery, how integrity builds trust, and how empathy connects us all. It's an incredible framework for growth, and not just for students, but for every single one of us. So that leaves us with one final, very important question to think about for yourself. Which one of these virtues will you practice today?